Chapter 3, Part 61. In the days of Jalal, there was in Qanya a lady saint named Fakrunisa, the glory of women. She was known to all the holy men of the time, who were all aware of her sanctity. Miracles were wrought by her in countless numbers. She constantly attended the meetings at Jalal's home, and he occasionally paid her a visit at her house. Her friends suggested to her that she ought to go and perform the pilgrimage at Mecca, but she would not undertake this duty unless she should first consult with Jalal about it. Accordingly, she went to see him. As she entered his presence, before she spoke, he called out to her, "O most happy idea, thy journey be prosperous. God willing, we shall be together," she bowed, but said nothing. The disciples present were puzzled. That night she remained a guest at Jalal's house, conversing with him till past midnight. At that hour he went up to the terraced roof of the college to perform the divine service of the vigil. When he had completed that service of worship, he fell into an ecstasy, shouting and exclaiming. Then he lifted the skylight of the room below, where the lady was, and invited her to come up on the roof also. When she was come, he told her to look upward, saying that her wish was come to pass. On looking up, she beheld the cubical house of Mecca in the air, circumambulating round Jalal's head above him, and spinning round like a dervish in his walls, plainly and distinctly waltzing, so as to leave no room for doubt or certainty. She screamed out with astonishment and fright, swooning away. On coming to herself, she felt the conviction that the journey to Mecca was not one for her to perform, so she totally relinquished the idea. Well, that could be taken out of context, because the obligation for those who are physically able and can afford it for the greater pilgrimage remains until it's done, right? But there can be issues of safety and other such things. If a plague breaks out, you don't go from one place to another place, and you stay in the area of your Jami masjid, or if you're between two, I guess,